All right, rock addicts, this is DJ REM, and I have Dennis from the band Evil Masquerade on the line. How are you today, my friend?
I'm here, man. Dennis from Evil Masquerade. I'm ready.
Okay, let's start with, because I just have you, if you can just start with kind of mention all the members of the band and what their spots are.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm Dennis, and I'm the drummer. And then we have Henrik. He's the guitar player and main songwriter slash composer, I guess you would call it. We have Thor on bass, a longtime friend of mine, actually. Played with him for many years in other bands as well. And we have Arthur on keyboards. And we have the amazing guy from Sweden, or Greece, actually, Apollo on vocals. The powerhouse singer, man.
I'm going to agree. Between the vocals and the music you guys put out, God, you guys are awesome. Just keep doing it, please.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you so much.
So, how long have you guys been together?
Oh, it's been a while now, I guess. Since like 2003, 4 maybe. So it's been a good run this far. We not have any plans to stop anytime soon, so just keep going, man.
Very cool. And how did you guys all get together to start the band? How'd that happen?
That was Henrik, our guitar player's decision. He had like the vision of the band back in the day, and he just kind of started calling people out of the blue, I guess. So I just got a call one day asking like if I was interested in this band, and he sent me some stuff to listen to, and of course it was awesome. How the fuck could I say no, you know? So happened like that, I guess.
Very cool. And how do you guys all live fairly close to each other? Are you able to get together and practice a lot, or are you guys kind of spread out?
We live kind of close. Like most of us are based in Copenhagen, Denmark, and except Apollo, he lives in Sweden, but it's still pretty close. So yeah, we can practice like as much as we want, actually. It's kind of a luxury nowadays.
Right, exactly. So, what's going on with you guys right now? You guys got you got some shows lined up? What are you guys doing?
We don't have anything like lined up right now, but everybody's working real hard on it. So we're in the middle of a lot of promotion work for the new album, like doing interviews on radio stations and magazines and whatnot. And after that, we're supposed to go out there and play our asses off, as many shows as we can get. But it's tough these days, you know. It's not as easy as it used to be. So, but definitely we're working on it as hard as we can.
Very cool. And in this current album right now, where did you guys record that at?
Well, most of it was actually recorded in Henrik's home studio. But we recorded the drums at the Jailhouse Studios in Denmark. So kind of a semi-famous studio, I guess. Like a lot of great stuff came from there. Like the old Halloween stuff was actually recorded there.
Nice.
A guy called Tommy Hansen. He's the name in the metal circles, at least in Europe, I know. But he recorded the drums and did the mixing at his studio in the Jailhouse studio, but the rest was done at home in Henrik's home studio.
Nice. And then, how did you guys come up with the name Evil Masquerade for the band? How'd that come to be?
That's a funny question. I'm not really sure, actually. That was Henrik's idea as well. I kind of think he just needed a metal-sounding name, you know. The evil always works when you play metal, you know. The Evil Masquerade, it's kind of... The music is kind of theatrical, I guess you could call it. So, and, you know, metal, so it just fits. It was Henrik's idea back in the day.
Very cool. So you've mentioned that you guys have kind of been around together for a while now. What kind of you guys had to make a lot of sacrifices personally to keep this going and keep rolling along with it?
Kinda, not that much, but you always have to make like some amount of sacrifices, I guess. I think Henrik once again is making like the biggest sacrifice because he lives Evil Masquerade 24/7, does nothing else. So he carries like the heaviest load of us all. But we all have to make like smaller sacrifices now and then to make this going, to keep it going. But it's like that in this industry now. The industry is really changing these days, so you have to make sacrifices here and there to like keep a band going. That's not a problem. We really love it. So we want to keep doing it as good as we can, and as long as we can too.
Right. And then, speaking of industry changes, what are your views of that? I mean, obviously, industry from like 10 years ago is completely different than it used to be. So, how do you guys view that?
That's so tough to say, actually. I kind of think that, like you said, it's really changing now, and it's changing fast too. You just, as a band, you just kind of have to change with it, I guess. Like, come up with new ideas to get your music out to people, because it's not, it may not be that big a problem, You just have to like be smart about it and change along with it. You're gonna be fine still. Just have to do things in new and different ways. So it's kind of exciting as well.
Yeah, the one thing that always gets me though is a lot of these festivals and things. They do like there was just one here in the States in Oklahoma called Rocklahoma, and it was they got like these pay to play festivals. What's that?
I heard about that festival actually. I read something about it in a magazine like recently.
Yeah, one of the owners of Rock Addict Radio was actually there interviewing bands and everything. It was pretty cool.
Okay, yeah. Awesome.
But anyways, so about what do you, these venues? Some of these venues, bands go to and they have to pay to actually go play there. It kind of seems backwards to me.
Yeah, it's totally backwards, but it's always kind of been like that, I guess. Just a matter of either you are going to do it or you're not going to do it. We like came to a place in our career, or what you want to call it, that we don't want to pay to play anymore. It just doesn't make sense to us.
And I totally get that. I mean, you put all the time and effort and work into your music, and then have to pay to even play it to people. That's
exactly.
That'd be a little discouraging. So, what's the band's goals for the future? Where are you guys hoping to be?
Just get out there even more, Just play as many shows as we can get, like while still getting some kind of payment for it, So we can't do it for free anymore. That just doesn't make sense, and it's just kills the fun, Anyway, so, but we have to get out there, like always keep growing and get bigger and bigger. Sky's the limit, I guess.
Exactly. And what band? What's your dream band that you'd love to play with?
Oh man, that's a hard question.
It's probably a lot, right?
That would I think that changes all the time actually, because there's so many amazing bands out there, and I have such like a wide taste in music anyway, so that's almost impossible to like pick one favorite band. But hey, I guess everybody would love a chance to play in something like Black Sabbath, I guess. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I would have to say so. So, what kind of what are your musical influences growing up, and before you started a band, and before you became a drummer? What kind of led you to want to do this?
Well, there's one guy that specifically led me to want to be a drummer. That was Lars Ulrich from Metallica. That was it for me, man. Totally. I saw him on TV like more than 20 years ago, and just looked so cool and awesome, and turned around and said to my dad, "Hey Dad, I really fucking want to do this." And I did, and never looked back. So had like many other influences, like growing up as a drummer. I listened to a lot of death metal and like heavier stuff like thrash and death metal. But like nowadays, anything and anybody could be an influence on me, really. But back in the day, it was definitely Lars Ulrich, like did the spark, so to speak.
Very cool, man. So, If I grabbed your iPod or your MP3 player from you, what would I find you listening to right now?
Well, a lot of different stuff actually, but once again, there's a lot of death metal and really heavy, aggressive stuff on my iPod. But like some mellower stuff as well. I'm really into like the whole progressive rock thing, like like even the old classic bands like Yes and King Crimson and Rush and that kind of stuff, but also like the newer wave in that genre. I'm a huge fan of a band from England called Porcupine Tree, for example. Like kind of like an updated version of those old classic progressive bands like Rush and stuff. But I like kind of stuff like that. But like mainly I'm into like heavier, more aggressive stuff, definitely. So there's a lot of that stuff on my iPod.
So, what do you guys do to relax when you're not, when you're not practicing, not doing this music? What do you do in your downtime to just chill?
All kinds of things, man. And for me personally, I just try to practice like on my own to like keep my drumming getting better all the time. You know, you have to do that to kind of stay on top of your game, I guess. Try to like hang out with friends, go to shows, and like the everyday metalhead kind of things. I
Yeah.
guess we're
Uh-huh.
not that different actually.
Okay. So, what places can people go to find out more about you, to buy your album, to buy merchandise? Where can people go?
Masquerade.com, I guess that's the best place to go. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're like on all the social medias and stuff. So we're not that hard to find actually. You just have to look for us.
Very good. And I'll keep helping promote that because whenever I play your songs, I always put like your Facebook page and the links in the chat rooms just so people know where to go to find out more about you. So I will do
Awesome.
my part to keep helping with that because I've had really, really good reaction to your music. People really love you guys.
So glad to hear that. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome.
So okay, here's a question for you. What's what in your mind sets you guys apart from all the other bands out there trying to make something of themselves? Why should people listen to you? How do you guys stand out?
We're just a down to earth, like really honest, heavy as fuck hard rock band. Like real music played by real people. That's kind of a rare thing these days, I think, actually. So I think that really sets us apart now. This is like for real. We play it like you're supposed to play it.
So the question was, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you guys at a show?
At a show, I'm guessing like the audience is always kind of crazy. Like even the people are even coming to the shows. That's always kind of crazy to me personally, and I'm so amazed, that people are coming out to see us when we play. That's pretty amazing. We actually have fans like around the world. That's a crazy thing. I don't really have any like cool, awesome rock star stories right now. I'm sorry, kind of boring that way. But like people coming to see us and hanging out with us and listening and just being cool. That's amazing. That's kind of crazy always.
Yeah, that's got to be an amazing. I can't sing, I can't play an instrument, so I'll never experience that feeling. But it's got to be an amazing feeling when you're up there and you're playing a song and the audience is just totally into it, going crazy for it. I mean, that's got to
Oh
be
yeah,
awesome.
totally, totally. There's nothing like it. The best feeling in the world, definitely.
So out of everybody in the band, who spends the most time in front of the mirror before a show?
I don't know, man. I think we all kind of do. We have to look cool for the people.
That's right. That's right. I love it when I ask that question because a lot of times I'll just be talking to one person and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's our singer," and they'll like totally like embarrass them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's all of us in this band, actually.
That's cool, man. So, anything else you would like to tell the world, everyone that's going to listen to this interview about you guys that I haven't talked about? Anything? This is your chance to plug yourself.
Well, I think you pretty much covered it, actually. But just want to thank everybody for the support we've been getting. The new album it's been amazing this far, like especially with American radio stations. Kind of crazy all the support we've been getting. Like makes us really really proud. So I just want to say a huge thank you for that. It's totally awesome.
Yeah, and while we're thanking, I want to thank Dark Minstrel Music for hooking me up with you guys because they've done a great job of working with me to get this to make this happen.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
So, okay, I have one last thing to ask. If you wouldn't mind making a couple of radio tags for me,
I guess I could do that.
so I love to have the bands, doing the little thing before I play the song. So, the first one, if you could say this is Dennis from Evil Masquerade, and you're listening to RockAddictRadio.com.
Okay, I can do that. This is Dennis from Evil Masquerade. You're listening to RockAddictRadio.com.
Very good. Perfect, man. And then the second one, if you can say this is Dennis from Evil Masquerade, and you're listening to DJ REM at RockAddictRadio.com.
Okay, this is Dennis from Evil Masquerade. You're listening to DJ REM and RockAddictRadio.com.
All right, cool, man. Appreciate it. I love to play those before I play songs, so that's perfect.
Yeah, cool. Thanks a lot, man.
So, once again, thanks for taking the time to call me, and I wish you guys the best of success, and please tell everybody in the band I said hello.
I will, man, and thanks a lot. It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep, and I'll keep plugging and keep playing you guys. So, and what I'll try to do is when I know I'm going to play your songs, I'll try to post on your Facebook just so you know when I'm playing them. So.
Yeah, cool, man. Thanks a lot.
So, okay, well, you take care.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right, bye.
Bye.